Welcome back. Even as you and I stand in a queue to withdraw our money from the banks and the political leaders say they are fighting for the Aam Aadmi in the parliament, questioning the government on the implementation of demonetization drive. Here's a doublespeak exposed from across the party lines, with political netas turning negotiators and commission agents to convert the black money into white. It's an India Today special report that's created a political tremor in the parliament as well. It's been raised by the BJP. Take a look.
Down the dark road of evasion, political offices turn into underground banks. Inside these nondescript buildings, representatives of designated parties are found to be double-dipping as brokers of dirty wealth. This is Virendra Jadhav, the chief of the Bahujan Samaj Party's Ghaziabad district unit. India Today's undercover reporters met him at his party office, posing as businessmen seeking a safe hideout for their black money. Jadhav was quick to barter 10 crore rupees for a big cut.
Minimum 10 CR कर देंगे.
लेकिन बदला कर जाएगा आपके सारा 35-40% हो गया, 40% से कम था नहीं होगा.
40% पे हो जाएगा.
40 हो जाएगा.
कैश मतलब वो क्या चेक आरटीजीएस हो जाएगा या चेक होगा?
तुम्हारा 40% में हैंड टर्न हो जाएगा.
नगद कम नहीं होगा थोड़ा?
इससे कम नहीं होगा. वो तो 1 घंटे में नहीं हो जाएगा मामला.
10-25 तक हो जाएगा. 25,000
नहीं बात करूँगा, 10 को कराएगा.
You heard this leader of the BSP demanding 40% in commission for the illicit exchange. India Today's team investigates further. Titu Yadav is a member of the Samajwadi Party's Noida Mahanagar unit. Listen to the deal he offered our special crew.
अगर है कोई जुगाड़ आपके तो 40% का चाहिए. मतलब पुराने वाले नोट चलो नए क्या मिलेंगे, कितने दिन में मिलेंगे? 40% 45 तो कैश हैंड टू हैंड हो जाएगा. अगर मैं 1 करोड़ दूँ तो मिल जाएगा हैंड टू हैंड. हाँ मैं करा दूँ. हाँ करा दूँ.
You heard how this leader of the ruling Samajwadi Party was ready to black market scrap notes ahead of UP elections next year. But several politicians were also found brokering the illegal currency trade right in the heart of the national capital. Sitting inside the AICC headquarters, this Congress member, Tariq Siddiqui, offered to introduce our undercover journalists to an NGO for exchanging their fictitious, unlawful money.
हम लोग 1 CR देंगे जो हमारे पास मतलब जो लोग मिल जाता है ब्लैक पे ही 1500 का. ठीक है. उसके बाद अगर हमें लगता है ये कॉन्फिडेंट है, ठीक ठाक उन्होंने लौटा लिया, उसके बाद हम बड़ा अनाउंस करेंगे. ठीक है.
A former director of the Delhi Minorities Finance Corporation, Siddiqui was ready to go the extra mile to mediate a deal with another non-profit.
मैं एक आध और चैनल है मैं देखता हूँ. अगर अभी मैं भी वैसे डेट श्योर नहीं हूँ कि लेकिन बंदा बता रहा कि मेरे पास है, मेरे से कहा था किसी ने कि सर अगर कोई है तो बता देना. मैं उससे भी देखता हूँ, अगर हो जाए तो उसमें भी किसी मकान जाना.
Next, India Today meets this man, Ravi Kumar, a General Secretary of the Nationalist Congress Party's Delhi branch. Kumar agrees to shortchange 1 crore rupees for a 30% profit.
कब चाहिए?
सर हमारा तो मुसीबत है, आज ही करो।
ले आओ सर, आप ले आओ, अभी ले आओ।
अच्छा
70% की जिम्मेदारी मेरी, सर पर चेक कटवा के दूंगा और बोलो।
But how will he organize the interchange and how will his check payment reflect in the books? Here goes his plan.
और मैं आपको ले चलूंगा अध्यक्ष साहब के पास। इनको
अध्यक्ष साहब के पास?
अध्यक्ष साहब हमारे 600 करोड़ के मालिक है
जी।
Kumar is suggesting a meeting with Kanwar Pratap Singh, the wealthy head of the NCP's Delhi branch. But before that, he spells out his modus operandi for the repayment in white.
तो एक काम करेंगे ना,
हमें ये प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज करने
मैं बात बताऊं, इस काम को शुरू कर लेते हैं क्योंकि इसको नफी इलेक्शन भी आ रहे हैं, इनको हायर कर लेंगे हम।
हाँ वही
इलेक्शन कैंपेनिंग के लिए
वो सीए करवा देगा।
हाँ इलेक्शन कैंपेनिंग बनवा देगा। हमने इस कंपनी को हायर किया है कि ये हमारे दिल्ली के अंदर प्रचार करेगी। दैट्स इट। प्रेसिडेंसी को लेकर इसको कैंपेनिंग इलेक्शन एमपीडी
जब भी हम लोग करेंगे नहीं
सर, आप मैं कर लूंगा सर।
The tactic centers around creating a bogus PR company and credit 70 lakh rupees back into its account as fees for managing the party campaign for the Delhi municipal elections. Now Kumar takes India Today's investigation team to his boss. Kanwar Pratap Singh candidly declares Ravi Kumar as his negotiator and proposes the payback in installments.
अगर 1 CR दें तो हमें 80 मिल जाएंगे, 80 लाख।
तो ये कर लेगा अपने आप में। ठीक है, आप इनको बता देंगे जो भी होगा, जो करना है करो।
और सर एक चीज़ और ये कह रहे हैं कि इंस्टॉलमेंट में नहीं सर, थोड़ा किस तरीके से मिल जाएगा आपके पास?
जैसे पॉलिसी आएगी गवर्नमेंट की, मैं अगर गवर्नमेंट ने जितना अलाउ करेंगे उससे ज़्यादा काम से करोगे। अगर विड्रॉवल जितना अलाउ करेंगे उतना ही तो विड्रॉ कर सकते हो।
चेक से तो हो जाएगा, चेक से तो विड्रॉल में कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
चेक से भी एकदम पूरा नहीं होगा, वो भी पार्ट ऑफ पेमेंट पार्ट में होगा, क्योंकि हम बल्क आना और बल्क जाना में थोड़ी दिक्कत होती है।
Now our team visits the Janata Dal United's Delhi office. Satish Saini is the party's vice president for the Delhi unit. Without delay, he sought banned notes in bulk to swap them with legal currency.
हम तो मिनिमम 1 CR कम से कम कर देंगे।
ज्यादा बताओ ना।
मिनिमम पहले एकदम सर देखिए किसी
मतलब एक्सट्रीम तक तो बता दो कि हाँ
10 मैक्सिमम 10।
So this JDU official is looking at the biggest possible transaction of black money. His commission is equally fat.
तो ये परसेंटेज की सर बात की, मतलब मान लीजिए हमने 1 CR दिया तो कितना हमें रिटर्न करेंगे?
मैं बता रहा था कि 40 का है कुछ आजकल।
सर 40 मार्केट चल रहा है।
हाँ मार्केट है, तो आपका उससे कम नहीं होगा।
30 मैक्सिमम मान के चलिए।
30 एक आदमी ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है, नीचे भी हो सकता है, ऊपर भी हो सकता है।
नीचे करवाना ज्यादा बढ़िया है कि ये मार्केट
मेरे हाथ में तो नहीं, मैं तो खुद फाइनेंसर।
India Today's investigative report lays out startling evidence of how underground banking continues to contaminate the nation's political system and democracy. With K. Ashish, Syed Masroor Hassan and Mohammad Hizbullah, this is the India Today Special Investigation Team.
It's an exclusive report that has exposed the double speak of various political parties cutting across political lines. India Today has conducted a sting operation exposing netas turning into cash mafia, asking for commission up to 40% to convert the black money into white. The 50-day window given by the government for the Aam Aadmi being utilized by these netas who are turning into negotiators, middlemen and taking their cut shamelessly. The BJP has raised India Today's sting operation on netas laundering black money in the parliament to counter the opposition. The Congress raked up meanwhile this campaign against the Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, but the BJP put out a strong counter saying that India Today report demands answers from the political parties, including the BSP, SP, Congress, JDU and the NCP, where netas have been caught in the net. Here's our reactions coming in.
यानी ये नोटबंदी के बारे में ये नया पहलू आगे आ गया है। यानी जो राहुल गांधी जी भूकंप के बात कर रहे थे, यानी उनके भूकंप के पहले एआईसीसी के हेडक्वार्टर्स में ये स्टिंग ऑपरेशन का भूकंप हो चुका है।
This entire corruption, this belief in continuing the black money economy is sadly coming itself directly by the political bosses and the political party. This is what is the shocking India Today sting operation shown today. I have requested the Speaker to please allow me to speak on this utterly important matter in Parliament.
इसी क्रम में मैं आज सुबह ये कुछ चैनल देख रही थी, मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहती। एक चैनल वो दिखा रहा था कि कुछ जो विपक्ष की पार्टियां हैं तो नोटबंदी के मामले में स्टिंग ऑपरेशन किया है, तो और उन्होंने उसमें विपक्ष की पार्टियां, लेकिन सोचने वाली बात यह, जिसने स्टिंग ऑपरेशन किया है उनको केवल विपक्ष की पार्टियां मिली हैं, यानी कि बीजेपी का कोई आदमी नहीं मिला उनको। वो दूध के धुले हुए हैं, वो दूध के धुले हैं। केवल स्टिंग ऑपरेशन, ये मुझे ऐसा लगता है ये मैनेज किया हुआ है। मैं अपनी पार्टी का बताना चाहती हूँ, यदि हमारा पार्टी का आदमी कोई मैनेज हो गया है तो ये भी ठीक नहीं है, तो हमारी पार्टी उसके खिलाफ जरूर एक्शन लेगी।
You have the BSP chief Mayawati, whose own leader being caught in the sting operation, Virendra Jatav, caught in the sting operation, asking for 10 crore rupee conversion, a 40% commission. No answers on that. There is a part 2 of the operation as well, which involves BJP leaders as well. India Today's Rahul Kaval has also talked about that how BJP leaders have also been netted in the sting operation. So it's across the political party lines, and all netas must answer instead of ducking and dodging these claims and passing the buck. No answers coming from BSP, whose own leader Virendra Jatav was caught in the sting operation, asking for 40% cut. You also have Titu Yadav of Samajwadi Party asking for 40% cut. Tariq Siddiqui of the Congress caught in the sting operation. Kanwar Pratap Singh from the NCP caught in the sting operation. Satish Saini, JDU leader, asking for 30% cut, who's been caught in the sting operation. All this while the Aam Aadmi is standing in the queue. And these are the political parties which have been holding the parliament to ransom and asking that they are fighting for the Aam Aadmi, asking government on the implementation plan. But do they have answers of their own netas being caught in the dock? Will they also crack the whip on their own first? India Today's Rahul Kaval joining us at the moment. Rahul, there are also BJP leaders who've been caught in the sting operation. So BSP chief Mayawati must first answer about her own neta being caught instead of passing the buck.
Absolutely. All netas need to explain for what leaders in their parties have done and said in this Big India Today investigation. Remember, we've got leaders from the BSP, Mayawati's party, from the Samajwadi Party, Mulayam Singh Yadav's party, from Rahul Gandhi's party, the Congress, from the Janata Dal United and from the NCP on camera, suggesting that they were willing to turn black money into white and talking about how they've been doing this in the past several days. This is a very significant investigation that the BJP has now latched onto. We've seen Venkaiah Naidu and Anand Kumar both use this investigation to attack the opposition and say that this is what your netas have been up to, and is this the quake that Rahul Gandhi was speaking about? So the opposition is clearly on the back foot, but it's not as if it's only these 5 parties that are involved in this. These are the 5 political parties who India Today was able to expose on camera. We've seen 3 BJP leaders also being arrested over the past few days. One was a minister in Maharashtra, then there was a leader in Tamil Nadu as well. So this is a problem, and I think the key is what the investigating agencies are doing. Since last night, Divina, we've had calls from some of the senior most officials in India's investigating agencies. They're looking very carefully at this investigation, and they're using this as a basis for their own probe. Remember, at this time, we're seeing one of the biggest sweeps India has ever seen, whether it's the income taxes investigation wing, whether it is the CBI, whether it is the Intelligence Bureau, all of them doing investigations of their own. And in that sense, they're looking carefully at our investigation, doing their own investigation, and they're saying anybody who's trying to turn black money into white will be acted against. The full force of the law will come down on them.
Absolutely, and a series of investigations as well that India Today has done, Rahul, right from the fact that we've been able to expose the bullion traders, real estate mafia. We've been able to expose the touts who've taken advantage of the system first when the demonetization drive was announced to take a cut and to give and accept old notes. But this is the first time that political netas have been caught in the net, because it's also the time when these parties have been holding the parliament to ransom.
India Today's expose on netas turning cash mafia is only the latest in a series of investigations that we've carried since the day demonetization was announced. I want to take our viewers through these investigations. One of them was on NGOs and how a whole clutch of NGOs across the country were being used to launder money. Remember, NGO funding, where it comes from, how they take cash, a lot of it has always been in the realm of the grey area. That loophole being exploited by these NGOs. Then we had a story on chartered accountants, where we saw the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India come down very heavily on these chartered accountants, take action against them. You had chartered accountants suggesting ingenious ways to their customers of turning black money into white and offering to do it themselves. Our third investigation was on bullion traders and jewelers. Remember, some of these jewelry stores were open all through the night on the 8th of November when this was announced. They were taking people's black money, selling it at almost twice the regular rate of gold, but converting black money into white through this. Then there was expose number 4 on how spot trading started in cash, how cash virtually became a commodity and how cash was being traded and how the bhav of cash or the value of cash was actually changing on an hour-to-hour basis. We actually brought you the spot trading bazaar in cash. Then expose number 5 on how Jan Dhan accounts were for sale. Now this is the Prime Minister's pet dream on financial inclusion being totally subverted by prominent people in villages who had the entire village listening to what they were saying. They're offering to turn black money into white through these Jan Dhan accounts. Expose number 6 was on real estate traders, which showed how builders were taking people's black money, converting it into white and also giving back some of that cash in the future. At least that's the promise that they made. Give us your black money now. As you pay your EMI, we will return it to you in new currency. Expose number 7 was on temples turning into black money havens. Once again, the currency they get is largely unregulated because don't know where the money is coming from, but when they deposit it in the bank, they can take it back in new notes. That again was something which was being exploited by some of the temple authorities, not all, mind you. Then expose number 8, how political parties, at least 5 of them being investigated, and we had leaders on camera saying they will turn black money into white. So this is just part 8. At this time, our team of investigative reporters are working on many more such exposes. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. This is the big story all of India is tracking, and this is a story where India Today will continue to set the agenda on.
Thanks, Rahul, for joining us, and we're continuously tracking the developments. As Rahul is saying, it's just the beginning. More exposes in store in future, one by one. All the loopholes in the systems exposed here on India Today. Taking a very short break, coming right back.